Welcome to Soccer As We Like It, the Man United direction. And today we have the complete opposite show we had last night, a complete mirror image, completely different, change. Ronaldo, United's favorite son. Today we're discussing he is actually back home. Yesterday we talked about he was going to Man City. But today we're talking about he is literally back where it all began for the final chapter. Today we have Adam representing Australia. Adam in the house. Welcome to the show, Adam. We have Marcel, Houston Red Army.
Hello.
Chris, Houston Red Army. Lewis, Houston Red Army. Hello. And Hammy, Houston Red Army, who was on the show with me yesterday. Right, let's get into it. I'll start with Marcel. Marcel, yesterday we were talking, you were on the show, we were talking about how dare he go to Man City. Today, we're celebrating he's back. Quickly talk to me, what has changed? How excited are you?
First of all, everybody needs to start sending Cristiano Ronaldo apology letters in droves. All that nonsense that was being said on Twitter and Clubhouse yesterday and on the forum yesterday. All of them, everybody who was saying bad about him, needs to really send him all the apologies in the world. Because can you really think this is the Louis Swamp, this is the Galore 7. Okay? It wasn't somebody who was just like, oh well, I'm gonna come to United, play a little bit, get a trophy. No, this was somebody who was picked up by Ferguson himself. And you think he's gonna go to City? Honestly, some people really honestly thought that. And it's crazy to me that we as fans went so off the deep end yesterday because we thought that he was going to go to City. So the fact that he's coming back home now, it's going to be exciting for us as a squad. It's going to be very intriguing for us as a squad. He has a really big challenge on how he's going to get minutes to all the players going to be playing in the number of games. But I'm going to be completely honest. I'm happy about it, but I'm not crying about it. I'm not, oh my God, everything's going to be all right, sunshine and rainbows. If it was Cristiano Ronaldo 20 years ago, 10 years ago, then yeah, I'd be like, oh yeah, we're winning everything. It's just, but right now, I do see some things that could be a problem with him coming to us as far as what's going on with our future is concerned. But I'm really happy that he's here, and I think we're a really serious contender for everything that's out there right now. I cannot say that we're not. I think we are.
Okay, Adam.
I think we're going to win a double even before he came. So now I'm really like, yeah, we're really winning the game.
Okay, Adam, step in now. How excited are you? How upset were you yesterday? How are you feeling now?
I gotta say, like, I was at work when it broke through that they've been in discussions with City, and I've got to admit I wasn't really happy, but then I didn't think it had happened either. So, like I said, I actually thought he may sign for the City group, and then you might find him in the MLS or something like that. You know, I didn't actually think he'd be going to play for the blue side of Manchester. So I was pretty positive on that side of things. Like I said before, you know, I think Messi had something like that. It was one of his deals as well. So I was like, all summer, Mendes was trying to get Ronaldo talking with United. So, you know, to see it come through in the last 12 hours, phew, it's blown me away, to be honest with you. Yeah. Right. So it's been good.
Lewis.
Yes.
Yesterday, fans over the world were, like Marcel said, an apology letter needs to go out to those fans who doubted. I know a lot of work was done behind the scenes. How do you feel from yesterday to today? How do you feel now?
Oh my God, a complete turnaround. I honestly, as I mentioned earlier to you, I went to bed crying. I'm not joking when I say that. And I put my phone down, wake up a few hours later, and I see this news about Ronaldo. And I just thought it was not true. But the messages kept coming in, like my phone was just blowing up, and I started work at 8 in the morning. I work from home, so I was literally not even working. I was on my phone, just like, oh my God, what's going on over here? Super freaking excited. I honestly, it's like the best day of my life right now. I do remember what Ronaldo said when he left in 2009, and that's why I was mad last night. And I don't know, it's weird. I did not believe he was going to go to City. I did not believe that, yet that's what the media was saying. So I was like, you know what? I don't want to hear any more of it. But this morning, man, it was a complete turnaround. Now, really quickly, I'm excited that he's on the team. Obviously, he's a little bit older, so he's not going to be the same Ronaldo as before that we know. So I think we're going to play him up front as just like a lone striker, and we need to feed him the ball. So, anyway, super, super excited.
Hammy, you were a doubter. I mean, it was just the press. I hear you. Go on, bro.
Hey, I was doubting hard because of the way the news were coming out. And honestly, I think so. When here's the thing: when Ronaldo left Madrid to go to Juventus, we had a chance to buy him. The Glazers didn't want him. They didn't want to spend the money because he was going to Juventus. It was all okay. This time he was going to City, which no one would have had it. Like literally, I told you yesterday, Glazers out was literally trending on Twitter. They shut themselves. Like the shirt sales would drop, everything would drop. Behind the scenes, I don't know what happened, but they couldn't let it happen to City. Like going to Juventus is different, going to Madrid is different, but coming to City, just bad move.
Right.
That's the only thing that kept me going. Maybe something big was going to happen today. I was hoping some other random PR spin, but we did way better than that.
Chris.
Do I start from last night or do I start from this morning?
Start from last night, summarize last night, jump in today.
So, Marcel, Luis, Suave, and okay, Mash, you were here with you last night. The team asked a question last night. Do you think Cristiano is going to City? I was the first one to say no. I was like, that ain't gonna happen. Bams, Joe, Himanshu, me and team say no. Everybody else say he's going to Man City. And I was like, nah, that ain't happening. I was like, that ain't happening. There's no it's Alex Ferguson gonna let that happen. There's loyalty. This ain't no NBA basketball. There's loyalty with some of this stuff. I was like, nah, I can't picture it. And then I had just ordered my Cristiano Ronaldo jersey that was gonna arrive today. He just arrived right now at 6 p.m. I was like, if he gets here and he goes to City, I'm a bunny.
Chris was serious. He had already ordered the shirt before this whole thing happened. So he was thinking, how do I have a Ronaldo shirt with a guy who's not going to play for City?
And
so we said, when it arrives, what are you going to do?
From China that took like a month to get here.
So now it's arrived, right? You're going to wear
now
it
it's arrived.
My
jersey is here. I know it's a little bit smaller. I'm how to lose some weight to fit me in, but it's okay. I can frame it.
You have 2 weeks. Newcastle game. Lose some weight.
I can lose some weight and fit it in. So anyway, I knew that was unacceptable for Cristiano. He's a club legend. And I told these guys last night, there was no way people like Patrice Evra or Rio haven't said nothing since all this City saga. And then they're gonna accept him to go to City. He can go to Leeds. He can go to Arsenal. I told this guy, let him go to Arsenal. He can go. Let him go to Chelsea. Let him go to anywhere, but no City or Liverpool. And then team say he can go to Liverpool. Oh my God!
No, I said I'll take the Liverpool option and the City option.
No, I was like, none of those two teams he's supposed to go there.
No, I said I would rather he go to Liverpool. Then I thought, you know what? Kind of think about it.
Okay,
that is a bit too much. I said, none of the above. But I would rather if he was going to go to Liverpool City, I'll go with Liverpool than City. City's just too close to home. Too close.
Forget about last night. Let's come in today this morning.
Right.
I go to work at 6 a.m. I get to work 6 a.m. and my brother texts me, be like, Cristiano is going to City. I'll be like, nah. Man, these are just rumors, man. It's not official. Unless Fabrizio says he's going to City, I don't believe this shit. 7 a.m. be like, you know what? His loyalty. Be like, you know what? Nowadays, I don't know what's up with double standards. He's talk about the double standards. I'll be like, there's double standards. A player is supposed to go anywhere he want to. I was like, they can go wherever, but Cristiano, people like Wayne Rooney, they can go to wherever they want. Those are club legends. I'll be like, there is no way he goes to City or Liverpool. And then I'm at work, man. I was refreshing Twitter. My Twitter has never been fresh like being today. I barely did nothing today.
Hey,
was-
but
I
you
was
know
even
that
tweeting.
Rooney.
I was even tweeting Fabrizio today. I was like, announce that thing, announce it. I was just tweeting him all
So
day.
you were harassing for Fabrizio.
I did. I sent about 5 tweets. I'm not gonna lie. I sent about 5 tweets. Announce that thing. Here we go. I was on his ass all day. Announce it. And then guess what happened? Patrick Evans sent a screenshot. I mean, that wasn't gonna happen. Hell to the no. Hell to the no.
It's
I
crazy.
think-
How many
Hell
people
to the
do you
no.
think could talk to him? Even Bruno talked to
So-
him.
We all realized this morning, I mean, this morning, US time, which was the afternoon, UK, Europe, and evening in Australia. When we got the news, when I woke up this morning, I was already 600. My phone had so many messages. Ronaldo's coming to United. I thought, no, he's going to City. I thought, I checked and checked. I called my friends back up. Tim, he's coming back. I said, oh, wow, I checked, he's coming back. I was so excited, but I wanted to not be too excited till I see the confirmation that he's coming back home. Then I tuned Sky Sports. I went to BBC News. I was clicking and streaming anywhere I could stream, and they saw him getting on a plane from Turin. They said he's heading to Old Trafford. Like, this is really good news. Then the rest is history. Adam, now that he's arrived, what is the impact? Where does he play? This team now, with him in this team, what are we looking for? Are we just FA Cup and League Cup team now?
Oh no, we're going to go all out now. Ronaldo, everyone's that hyped about this. You can't tell me anyone that's who's a United supporter doesn't want to win this league this year now. So with Ronaldo will come in definitely playing as 9. You can't. Ronaldo will demand he plays every game. He won't. I don't think he'll play like maybe League Cup or something like that. But I think he'll definitely, obviously, he'll play Champions League. I'm big on the FA Cup, so I'm hoping he'll play there. So, but he will definitely play in at 9, and he'll have a massive influence on players like young Mason Greenwood, Rashford, and I still think he needs the service. That's for sure from behind him. Maybe Lindelof might pop into the defensive midfield,
Oh my God. He's got
or
a
we
big slap.
may get what's his name, Donny van de Beek coming in as a defensive mid. I don't know, but we've gone for Ronaldo now, so I don't think we're going to get a defensive midfielder. So yeah, we've got to get the ball to him first. So it's not just a one-man team. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this all works out.
How do you see him and Pogba? How do you see Pogba and Bruno connecting with Ronaldo in terms of finding him?
Yeah,
picking him
they'll
out?
find. Look, Ronaldo creates space for himself.
He
but
does actually.
even when you see Mason Greenwood, when he did play in that 9 position, I think it was the opening game, he was creating space for Bruno. So, he was dragging players out wider. So Bruno could play through the middle. And so who knows? Look, Ollie's got a massive mission on his hand now. The pressure's on him big time. That's who I'm worried for now. Ollie, whether he can handle. He's got his player. He's got Ronaldo. Yeah, it's a big mission. But no United fan should be settling for anything bar minimum a double. Minimum.
Yeah.
We've had a great signings. So it's again. It's come bringing that ball out. Look, the thing with Ronaldo too, if he doesn't get the service, he's going to be demanding it. And he's going to be letting the players know. He's that old school player. If you don't give him the service, or if you're not up to his standard, he's a Michael Jordan type player. He will let you know what you're doing wrong. So the players either step up or step out. It's going to be as simple as that now.
Wow. Marcel, step in. How does the whole United team now modify itself to play like Ronaldo, or how are they going to work with Ronaldo?
Really? Are you wondering? Or you just asking for the sake of asking, or you? Okay, I'll take you back a little bit. Remember when we brought in another international superstar scorer by the name of Zlatan? How did Pogba play with him?
No, it was A-list.
Pretty well, right?
Yep.
brought in Cavani last year, how well do we play with him? So whenever you get somebody who's that dominant in the box and that dominant in set pieces, it's going to be really easy for Pogba or Bruno to sit to give them ball in for scoring. Not to mention with the crosses, because say what we want to say about Wan-Bissaka offense, he can at least cross the ball. And sometimes, like with the Southampton, he had a beautiful cross coming into the box and nobody was there. If Ronaldo playing, he would have been there and that would have been a goal. Plain and simple. So you're going to have somebody who's going to be in that box, being able to get those goals that we normally couldn't get. Not to mention, we don't want to talk about set pieces. Who's going to be taking free kicks? Who's going to be taking penalties? Who's going to be taking corner kicks? These are all things that have to change now. But the great thing about Ronaldo is that he can play left, right, or center. So if you have a deficiency on the left, he can play there. If you have a deficiency on the right, he can play there. Need somebody in the middle, he can play there. So it's really just a matter of the team being cohesive enough to get him the ball and making sure that he actually knows that there are other people that can score besides him that are up there. Because think about it, you're going to have Rashford on the left, Cristiano Ronaldo in the center, and Sancho on the right. Okay, take them out. You have Mason Greenwood in the center. You have Mason Greenwood on the right, Cavani in the center, Martial on the left, even though his form dropped off a little bit. But at the same time, I gave you two different options up front with 6 different people that can score. I don't think we're gonna have a problem up front. Our attack is really solid, and I already said the before Ronaldo got here, so I'm really saying it now.
Wow. Okay, Lewis, how does this team work with Ronaldo?
Well, first of all, I want to say that I think just Ronaldo being on the team itself will help the psychology of the team. So I think the morale is going to be a lot higher now. It's just number one, right? So like I said earlier, the dressing room, and he obviously he has the experience. So having said that, I feel that you were asking earlier, like we need to feed him the balls. Both Pogba and Bruno obviously can do that. So if the morale is good, I think they're going to be shooting him the balls. And I think somebody mentioned earlier that Ronaldo creates the space for himself. That's true. Ronaldo does that all the time. And there's been many times we've seen in Man United games where there's a corner kick or there's like a free kick or like a center and it goes nowhere. It literally just goes out to nowhere. You're like, well, was that a shot on goal or was that a free kick? What was that? So I think that because of the fact that Ronaldo's there creating spaces, he's gonna finish a lot more of these like centers and set pieces than we have seen in the past couple years. So but the problem is we do lack a little bit on the defensive midfield, obviously. So I don't know what we can do there, but I'm confident that with Varane in there, that can sort of compensate for the fact that we're lacking in the defensive midfield.
Right.
I'm even thinking Pogba, bring him back there, bring him back to that position. I could be wrong, but Ronaldo up front, as long as Bruno or Pogba's feeding him, we should be good.
Okay, Hammy, how do United play with Ronaldo?
It's gonna be entertaining. That's all. I mean, if by any chance Ollie still goes with Lindelof and he lets a goal in, Ronaldo is gonna bitch slap him and put him on the bench before Ollie.
Yeah, but Maguire's been our worst player so far.
Come on, man.
Can put Lindelof for Maguire.
Don't talk bad on my guy, Lindelof, like that, boy.
Yeah.
Lindelof.
I'm saying any. Right.
I mean, he's one of the defenders, really. That's what he uses Lindelof as an example, but it's really anybody.
Right, Hammy, finish.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a motivator. He's not gonna want to lose. He doesn't like losing. Having him, Bruno, Pogba, Cavani, I mean, all these are players who don't like losing. Varane, like everyone said, defensive mid is the biggest issue right now. But I think with all these players around, we can
compensate.
still do it.
Right, Chris, how do United play with Ronaldo now?
I'm gonna give you the starting 11.
Okay, I want to hear this. Should I
Is
get
that
a pen
okay
and
with you?
paper?
Yeah, go ahead. Everybody write it down. Get a pen and paper. Mark it down. Mark this day on the 27th of August 2021. I'm starting to hear at the goalkeeper. I don't care what you say. It's not good on the far post. He's gonna be the goalkeeper number one.
Who the hell?
Wan-Bissaka on the right side. Varane next to him.
Mm-hmm.
Maguire next to him. And then next to him is Luke Shaw.
Okay,
Yep.
solid back four. Okay, let's go
I'm
to the
gonna put
midfield.
one defensive midfielder. It doesn't have to be one defensive midfielder, just one. And it don't have to be two no more. You don't see no Fred McTominay no more. That's done. That's done. Like completely done.
And
So
who would that be?
it has to be either 4 guys. I'm thinking about
Okay,
4 guys. I'm thinking about 4 guys at the moment. It has to be either Fred, it has to be either McTominay, Matic, or Lindelof. Don't judge me. I'm just
I'm
something
not
gonna
judging.
happen. One of those guys gonna have to play CDM.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, let's go to the front.
They're
Okay,
gonna have
you're still in
Pogba.
the midfield.
Yeah, we see in the midfield. That's the one guy in between there, the private of them. They're gonna have Bruno and Pogba.
Okay,
And then
Yeah.
on the left, you're gonna have Rashford, Sancho on the right, Cristiano on the front.
that lineup looks kind of yeah. The only point there is that defensive mid position. Even I think with Manutd there now, I think
That's our
Manutd might work.
That's our weakest position at the team at the moment.
Right.
And it has
But-
people. Then you know what? We have seen the defensive midfielders we have. They're not competing. They're not delivering the results we need. So, like I told you the other day, how about I play Lindelof for that position and see what he can do?
He's too weak though. But on the same point, I would say
No. Having that
let's
he
say-
has somebody stronger behind him. Play him in there and see what he can do.
Okay,
Okay.
but let's say so. Let's pick.
You
out
don't
of the
think
midfield, right?
Donny van der
Matic-
Beek's good enough to play?
Exactly.
instead of-
I was.
But
Gonna
Donny
say the
van
same
der Beek
thing.
is technically
Van der Beek-
better than any player that you just
Yeah.
mentioned.
He's
All he
he's
needs to
good on
do
the
is
ball.
strengthen his game. That's all he needs to do.
Exactly.
No,
I think
it's
Van
not
der
strengthen
Beek
his
is
game.
the
Hold
best
on, hold
one
on,
out of
hold
all.
on,
And he's
that
bulked up.
Hold the fort. Hammy, you think of the 4 midfielders Chris mentioned,
Mhm.
out of those 4, who are you putting, or none of those 4 are going to play defensive mid?
No, I think Van der Beek should go for it.
Okay,
He
you're going
has
Van der Beek. Okay,
Yeah.
Adam,
Ajax player.
out of those 4 Chris mentioned, who do you want? Who's going to be the DM there, or none of the above?
If you're going to play one, look, when McTominay's just had an operation, so he's out. So you're not going to play Matic there because he's too slow. You're not going to play Fred there because he's too erratic. You know,
Yeah.
so you don't have much of a choice. You're going to play. You've got Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka, not Wan-Bissaka, Donny van der Beek. Donny van der Beek has bulked up. So all you got to work on is get Roy Keane in there just to pick up those,
Yeah.
to help him out on that defensive mid tactics where you've just got to block off that shot, and work hard in that area. I think it's a good choice because he's technically good. So
Yeah.
he's got a good passing range. He's got a high level of complete passes, whereas Fred's is shocking. He
It
can't
really is
complete a
bad.
pass. He can't
Fred-
complete a pass.
Someone told
Lindelof,
me
you can-
something that Fred loses the ball that he already had before, so he's going to chase the ball he lost possession
Yeah.
of by himself.
The stats massive on that. So
38 times in
Yeah.
Southampton game.
Okay, Marcel, out of the 4 midfielders Chris mentioned, who is DMing in that position?
Lindelof, he's the only one that knows how to play defense and tackle. He might be slow and he might not can't jump, but he does know how to play defense. That's a good game he's really on. My Van der Beek, and I'm going to say this as unpopular as it is, he has played great internationally. He has played great outside the Premier League. Inside the Premier League, he has not done anything that's impressed me. Yeah, I am not impressed with him as far as what he's done inside the Premier League. He gives me Mkhitaryan vibes. He gives me Mr. Pay vibes. Like, yeah, he can play, but can he play here? Can he play against Brighton? Can he play against West Brom? Can he play against Stoke? Yeah,
But he hasn't had that many games in a row, has he?
Yeah.
He hasn't had that many games in a row. Look, I totally agree with you with Lindelof because he's got a good passing range and he's very good at long balls, which you want from the 6 at times. he can switch the point of attack really well. So I totally agree, but I don't believe Van der Beek has had that consistent role of playing to get used to the Premier League.
Marcel, respond. Do you think Van der Beek has had enough games to really see how good he is?
I can say that about him. I can say that about Diallo. I can say that about Greenwood at one time. But the one difference is when you get your chance on the ball, or when you get your chance on the pitch, you have to take advantage of it.
100%.
Whatever he not showing Ali in the time that he's been able to play just hasn't been enough to convince him to remove the whole McClint. So we might have to be patient with him, and I completely get it. But as of right now, the way he has played hasn't been impressive enough to remove somebody from that 11. And if you're to do that, you are going to do it.
So
Can I say one thing?
Yeah, go on, honey.
Can I say one thing? So Van der Beek, he has played his best game was against Wolf, the last game, right? He played that with the first team. And then Everton, it was a preseason, but it was a good game. Apart from that, he's only played with reserve team. He's not played when Pogba, Bruno, or any of the good attackers were on. He played with Mata next to him. He played with Dan James next to him. He didn't play with the first team. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
We haven't given him that chance.
So as it seems, from the lineup Chris gave, that lineup seems very solid. Apart from the DM, which is going to be between Van der Beek or Lindelof. That is going to be a toss-up because Fred, to me, no. McTominay, no. Matic, Matic could be brought on the last 20 minutes to close the game out. But honestly, other than that, Matic is, I think he's done. But I think I will go with Van der Beek. I'll go with Van der Beek.
Is Fred just a no for everybody?
No, he's still good at times, but he needs
a team.
Yeah.
Do you think we should try? Do you think we should try Lindelof DM and see how we're gonna go?
I'm open to see it because I see him as a central defender who's bullied off the ball and gets lost.
And remember, of all those people who I'm talking about, all those DMs, who's the best passer?
Van der Beek.
No. Well, he didn't mention Van der Beek.
I didn't mention Van der Beek, but one of those guys I mentioned, the best passer of those guys I mentioned is Lindelof.
Okay, passing from the back and passing from the middle are two different things, completely two different. Because from the back you have a longer range. From the middle, it's a
you have more space
range.
and time as well. You have more space and time as a 3 and a 4.
But have you ever? I don't know whether you pay attention to it, but have you ever seen how Lindelof passes the ball to Pogba whenever he was playing Lindelof against Jose Mourinho times? Mourinho times. I'm not even talking about all this time. Pogba and Lindelof, they used to link up so good in between them. Whenever Pogba was played as a CDM.
That's true. Okay, so let's shift gears now. We've all decided he's going to change. He's going to bring a big difference. He's going to bring leadership. He's going to bring game-changing values. He's going to make people realize we are not here. Psychologically, like Hammy said, teams will start to respect United again. Like, okay, Ronaldo's in the lineup. We might get beaten here today. So the fear factor will start to creep into teams that used to come in there like,
Right.
Yeah. So he's bringing that fear factor, that oomph back into the team. You look at the team, will have Ronaldo, it have Pogba, it have Varane, it will have Sancho. Those names, you're thinking like, this doesn't look like an easy 3 points we're gonna get. We fought 2 seasons ago. See what I mean? So he's bringing a new element of fear into the opponents, as it like Berbatov used to say, before they even went onto the field, teams lost the game because they saw him, they saw Tevez, they saw Rooney, they saw Ronaldo. They just felt like the best we're gonna do is make sure we don't concede too many, but they knew they're gonna get beat. It's how many goals you're gonna concede. That was how good they were. So now, as it stands, we've said we're now gonna be going for the league title. No more Carling Cup and the FA Cup. Now it's like we're going for everything, right? Adam, you agreed, right?
Yeah, 100%. We shouldn't be expecting anything less.
Now,
Yeah.
the final question here is,
Well,
Can
before you go to the
Ole-
final question,
yeah,
Rashford is injured, so who goes there right now?
it has to be Martial. Martial have to go left easily.
No.
All right.
Martial won't see another game.
Ooh.
No, Martial has to go left.
He
Rashford.
will not see another game for United after last week.
No, he play because since
He's been injured
Rashford
for
ain't there,
months.
since Rashford ain't there, so Martial have to play on the left.
Yeah.
Can Sancho play both right and left?
Yeah.
Yes.
He can play both,
then
but he's
Sancho
good on the
left?
right.
Yeah.
But he's good on the right.
But who on the right?
But you got Pogba there as well. He plays
Greenwood.
on the left.
Greenwood on the right, Sancho on the left when Rashford's not there.
I'm taking
Right.
Sancho as a super sub.
Right. So
Sancho's
go
Rashford, Greenwood is only Greenwood is only 20. I'm taking him as a super sub. He got all the people he needs to learn from. He got Cavani, he got Cristiano. He got
top
time to
goal
learn
scorer
from
at the
this guy.
moment. He's top goal scorer at the moment, Greenwood. So why would you bench him?
I think what he's saying is like, since they're trying, Chris is trying to say, okay, the boss is here now. You could kind of just watch and see, watch and learn.
I'm putting Greenwood as a super sub, straight up. But
You think Ole's gonna sub Ronaldo out?
No, all
No chance.
Ronaldo gonna start as number 9. So even Cavani gonna become as a sub too.
That's true. So
I'll give you
let
one.
me ask you
sorry.
guys this. Can, with what we have now, this whole collection of superstars, because now we have superstars, how does Ole start to think? Is he gonna start thinking defensively, attacking wise?
Right now he's attacking. Right
Adam.
now he's more of attack, not fuck defense. Right now he's let's go, let's cause goals. That's it.
Right, Adam. What's Ole's thinking now? There's no excuses anymore.
Well, I don't think Ollie's comes up with many excuses anyway. But the one thing that worries me, I thought, like, look, we should be an attacking side. We shouldn't be defending anything. We're Manchester United.
Yeah.
But one thing that gets me is is going to confuse me is Pogba is starting to play that free role, right? So he's not having to defend much. When Ronaldo was under Fergie, he had the free role. So which one of those two players are going to start defending? Otherwise, we're going to be playing with 9 players defensively. So
good point.
There's so many things that, look, we're lucky. Ollie's lucky he's got Fergie in his corner. So something's going to have to give there. So, and Ronaldo's going to be the free player. That's for sure. So, he's not going to work like Cavani back in defence or Greenwood back in defence. No chance. He never did it when he played for United in the first time. So, even like a Rooney, Rooney runs 50 metres just to make a tackle, So that's going to be a big one. Pogba always plays better when he's in a free role. So that's
very good point. Lewis.
It's a big one.
Lewis, how does Ole put this together? Does he still do counter-attack, soak the pressure, counter-attack?
Well, I think it'll be naive to think that Ole Gunnar, playing on the Man United team with all these legends in '99, and you guys know the history, and not know at least a little glimpse, at least a little glimpse of how Sir Alex Ferguson was doing things. At least something, right? So I think it'll be naive to not think that. So to answer your question, I think he won't go counterattack. No, I think he'll go full attack. And as some of you have mentioned, Ronaldo will be lone striker. He will not come back and defend. That's why I was telling my wife earlier, you're not going to have Cavani and Ronaldo at the same time. No, because then now you're missing 2 players. No, you're going to have only one lone striker. It's going to be Ronaldo, obviously. Everybody else can come back and defend. And as far as counterattack, I don't think that's going to be too much of a tactic for Ole Gunnar. Maybe for Man City, a team like Man City, maybe the tactics will be a little bit different, maybe a little bit more counterattack. But in general, overall, I think it'll be more of an attack of a situation.
Okay. Chris.
Let me say something on that.
Mhm.
Thanks, Louis, man. Have you seen the team that beat only lost to City once since he's been a manager, right? Am I wrong?
You're right.
Correct.
Yeah, you're
Twice.
correct.
Twice.
I think
In
you're
the
correct.
Carling
Yep.
Cup.
We lost. Carling Cup.
No,
we lost.
I'm talking about Premier League.
No.
Right.
He hasn't lost Premier League to City.
No.
No.
The reason being is, did you see how Tottenham beat City last weekend?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
By-
What was that?
By counter attack. City don't know how to defend counter attack. With all those people they have, all those players they have on for defense, they don't know how
Yeah.
to defend counter attack. And then with Cristiano, our counter attack even becomes more difficult to defend.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right, good
so
point.
us beating City ain't gonna be no problem.
Okay.
Right. Yep.
Marcel,
Mhm.
how does Ole play counter-attacking football, or does he do defensive, or does he go all out attack? What's Ole's strategy now with the new team?
Be playing now because now he has something that he hasn't had as much of, and that's options. I mean, not because what you're asking about is his tactics and his strategies, but this is the first time he's ever had a world-class defender, and like Varane as an option for him in that
Yeah.
back. So now that back line is really, really solid. It's more solid now than he's ever had another defensive side of the line. And remember, this is the same guy who got beat PSG with Chris Smalling on the pitch.
Yeah.
So because he has a really solid back line now, he has options where he can actually play counter if he wants to. If he can play out the back end, that would be fine. He can go full on attack if he wants to. He can actually play control football. One of the reasons why City can't beat people on the counter attack is because they have so much of the ball that they don't know how to act when they get it, which they don't have. So we can even play possession style football now because we've got Ronaldo and Rashford out there and Pogba out there and Bruno out there who can control the ball and not turn it over that much. It's going to be really easy to play that kind of that style as well. So it really all depends on who we're playing against. I mean, against City, yeah, the counter attack going to blow them out the water. If you're gonna be
The
playing-
low block team.
Yeah. If it's a low block team, then you put your tallest in there, and since they have now hired a set piece coach, the one from Chelsea, and that looks really good against Southampton despite the draw. You can actually play some possession ball, get in a low block, and feed Cavani or feed Ronaldo in for the head.
Okay. Hammy.
Yeah. I think most of the team, when they see our team come out, like we said earlier, they will shit themselves. So I don't think they are coming to attack us. So I think counter attack is out of question. Besides City, maybe Liverpool because they play passing the ball. I think we will probably mainly be attacking, and with Sancho, Pogba, Bruno, it'll be one touch, quick pass and move. That's why I like Van der Beek in the CDM. He's gonna pass and move, just keep passing, moving. I think that's what I want to see.
Right. Okay. Gentlemen, Adam, I'm going to leave you since Adam comes from the furthest part of the world and has joined us. We really appreciate it, Adam. Adam, as Ronaldo has come, he's come back home. I saw, if you guys, Adam did a video on Facebook where he did the twirl and the zoom. I'll share it with you guys. And yeah, it's fun.
It's on Instagram
fun.
as well.
There you go. So
that's my Instagram name up there.
So I will share it with you guys. And Adam, the last question to take us home is, with Ronaldo coming home, we know when he left, he was 24. Now he's 36. Are the expectations going to be too high, but can he deliver? So I'm saying, will he deliver?
It's like trying to see into the future, isn't it? So, but, yeah, he'll deliver. Look, 100% he'll deliver. Look, just his aerial threat is massive.
Yeah.
You know, you see how many crosses Maguire gets onto in corners, you know, and he just doesn't have and he misses them. You know, Ronaldo would climb higher than him. Ronaldo's accuracy on headers, that's 10 goals in its own. You know,
yeah, he used to hang. He hangs in the air.
He hangs, you know. So just the aerial threat, you know, is going to be huge for us. You know, we're going to have players. Well, you know, back in the day when he was with Bex and that, and well, was Bex around then? Just the crosses coming in and stuff like that. You know, Ronaldo's a special player. He's as a Manchester United supporter, he is the greatest player to walk the face of the earth now, being that he's re-signed for United. As you know, I wasn't a big fan of him back when he first started with United, but yeah, he'll deliver. He always delivers. You know, he always delivers. There hasn't been somewhere where he's gone where he hasn't delivered. So, you know, the expectations should be high. Everyone's excited. It should be a positive outlook. You know, the whole of Manchester United over the past year or so with all the, you know,
Glazers
going on and with the hierarchy and everything like that, they've now delivered to the fans. And so it's a real positive energy around United now. Everyone should be just pumped and ready to go. So, like I said, my biggest concern's Ollie managing the whole thing. So,
okay.
I think Ronaldo will deliver for sure.
Right. We have come to the end of the show. Thank you for watching us, these viewers. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. We had Adam representing Australia in the house. Thank you very much, Adam. We had Lewis, Houston Red Army, Chris, Houston Red Army, Marcel, Houston Red Army, and Hammy, Houston Red Army. I'm Tim Ross, your host. We've had a great time. Cristiano Ronaldo is back home. I'm not even saying he's coming home. He's already home. From us, is goodbye and good night. Glory, glory.
Man United.
See you guys in our next video. Thank you very much, guys.
Cheers.
Goodbye, Adam. Good night, guys from Houston.
Good night.
See ya.